You guys show no love to Honey Nut Cheerios?
No.
Nah.
No, okay.
That's the cereal you have when you don't know what else to eat.
Yeah.
So true.
It's like the Honda Civic.
It's like
cereal.
it's like
You know
yeah.
exactly what you're
Yeah.
expecting.
It's very reliable.
You're experiencing a tourist lifestyle with your higher, better currency. Imagine you're paying for the whole table for your whole family, $40, $50, where here it's like $350, $400.
You know, Noor feeling nice after, like, my treat.
Whole table, I got
Whole
it.
table, don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah.
Come
No
here, I'm
issues.
like, bro, you can't split
when you
this.
come here.
So there's a famous bridge in Mostar. People can jump off of it.
Yeah.
You have to sign like a liability paper if you get hurt or you die. And he goes like, and he just falls, free falls. And I'm like, yeah, no, Ali, who do you think you are? You're not a daredevil. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the MentALIty podcast. On to another episode, episode 8, with the co-hosts Noor and Waheed.
What's up?
And Ali. I don't know why I said my name like that.
If there was AI, the first question I'd ask is, what's going on Area 51? Tell me right now. Go.
Hey man, would you believe me if I told you that we're actually going hiking right now? To which he responded, yeah, okay, so that'll be $36. And I was like,
Yeah, maybe that too.
yo, let's try to normalize that.
Yeah.
2024. If somebody asks you, hey, look, what do you do in life? Or what's up? How you been? Is to not default to, oh, well, like I'm working for this company. Let's start this off with the hypothetical question of the episode. So you receive a strange email. So in the email, it says that you can turn your life into any movie you'd like. And this email expires in 30 minutes, okay? So you have a movie you have to pick, and then your life becomes that movie. So, Noor, do you have a movie that you'd want your life to be portrayed as? It could be bad, sad, happy, gory, horror. Oh, I have one that's sad.
I think
Yeah.
one that kind of popped up was Limitless.
Oh, so
That's a
why
good one.
why that one? For
Why that
people
one?
who haven't watched, or
So
for people who don't know.
I haven't watched the movie entirely.
Okay, you picked the
in
movie.
in a while.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I've
okay.
watched it in a while. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I think the gist of it is that he takes a pill that gives him enough the usage of X amount of percentage of his brain.
Yeah.
He can do
That's a
other
good choice.
things, right? Like I forgot what it was, like
You
physical
have
activity, all that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stuff, right? And
Everything
you're
you
just
hygiene.
top tier human. You know?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
dope. And how
Yeah.
does that movie end?
I think he dies, but it's okay. We're
So you
top
die.
10 for 2 hours. We're
Okay,
good.
so you die in
Yeah.
the end. How about you?
I think he dies. I'm not sure actually.
If
So
he dies,
your-
that's what happens
Your
to you.
movie is popping pills.
No, but
No,
like
just
the
one
heightened-
specific pill.
Yo, you're going to get hooked on that, though. I think he got hooked in the movie.
Yeah, he got hooked. He got hooked, and then I don't know if he died or he
Yo, you know
just
what's
stopped.
Damn.
You know what's funny
got
about
brain
that
dead or
movie?
something.
So like that movie's based on the premise that we only use 90% of our 10% of our brain,
Something like
90%
that.
is not used.
I don't know how true
I think
that
it
is.
was well, this is the funny thing. It was with Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was explaining where that came from. And
myth?
yeah, it's a myth. It was it was like a game of telephone. Basically, there was a study that came out saying they only understand what 10% of the brain does, and that got translated to we only use 10% of our brain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a side fact. But also, I don't know what an astrophysicist is doing learning about this stuff, but it's cool that he knew it.
Hey, if it comes out of his mouth, a lot of people use that as fact, just due to
Facts.
his profession and due
Yeah.
to his
100%.
his level of knowledge.
Makes sense.
Like I did.
How about you? How about you now?
Oh, for a movie. I don't know. I'm torn between living out my like zombie apocalypse dream or my aliens dream.
So you
So
both
like a
don't mind dying.
World War Z.
In the movie, you die. In
It's
real
not
life, you die.
guaranteed.
Because I would want a movie where, in the end,
It's
it's,
a
like a
happy
happy.
ending.
It's a happy. I'm trying to live my
Yeah,
life.
Sappy.
Yeah, but
I had another one in mind as well.
Which one?
Hancock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, those
Little-
Switch my answer to Wolverine then. If we're gonna pick
that
oh,
would-
superheroes.
X Men
be
for
sick.
you.
Yeah.
Does he
Wolverine.
die?
A life as Wolverine would be nice.
Right?
Yeah. Minus the trauma, but yeah, I'm down.
Oh, for sure. Well,
Well,
he's
no.
the one where if you get scratched, you regenerate.
Yeah,
right?
but he does most of the scratching, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For me, it has to be. It's like an up and down roller coaster, and maybe it's a very alley answer, but it's a Will Smith movie. I would love the Pursuit of Happiness. So he struggles with his wife and his kid.
Okay.
So in the beginning of the movie, like he doesn't have much, and he's striving for a better life. And he's trying to sell this like this machine that he has, and nobody's willing to buy it. and
It's
he's
an
like
X-ray
dead
machine,
broke.
isn't it?
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dead broke. And then in the end of the movie, spoilers, he gets the job that he's been wanting to get, and he's set with his family.
I feel like the
and
movies
So-
from like 2001.
So
I don't know
Unless
if
you
spoiler
count
counts.
it. Yeah,
your
I know.
dream, you'd want to just
If
live
to
the
struggle and then
regular-
make it.
You just want.
Isn't that what we're all trying to do?
You want to struggle more though than you currently.
like the American dream is what you
So,
want
like-
is your movie.
Wait, so you're saying like me being like middle class would have to go down and struggle only to make it back up? Yeah, why not?
Yo, Wolf of Wall Street.
Ooh, that's a good one.
got
Listen, that's the
a
first
deal,
movie that popped
right?
into my mind. Okay, so let me have that one as my first movie.
Wolf of Wall Street would be crazy. Isn't he? He's actually a really bad guy, right? Because in the movie, he didn't
he's a
portray
scam artist.
Scam artist, yeah.
I don't know. Really bad. Like really bad would be like. I know everyone goes here, but like Hitler, like
Yeah.
that's really bad. This guy is like medium
Medium bad.
bad.
So
But he did live a nice life.
Very nice. Life.
Yeah.
Hitler?
No,
Okay, I was like, you live a
You
good
know what
life.
though?
No.
I'm sure he had a good life. He just made other people's lives terrible.
Oh, here's actually a good transition from this. So, I am somewhat obsessed with like World War documentaries. For some reason, I just like to watch if I have
Love
nothing to
them.
do.
Yeah,
No, I really just like to watch them. So, I was watching a documentary of World War II. Oh, it's
In
on
color,
Netflix.
the Netflix one.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
It's like a
I
3-part
recommend
series.
check
now.
it out. Yeah. So very fascinating. Hitler would purposely not allow photos and pictures to be released to the public that would show him being very
Human.
aloof, if that's
Yeah, yeah.
the word, like silly, playful with
Yeah,
his
yeah.
children. Because he wanted to have the
Power
perception.
struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the fear,
Right?
yeah.
I
Exactly.
think
He
it's
needs
like
the
a
fear.
dictator standard.
Yeah.
But then I tried to connect the dots and be like, nowadays, a lot of people mind, like I understand of his power and being a dictator, but now people in power don't really care as much. Like if they're playing with a child, or they look less like
Endearing?
they're endearing, or
Yeah.
or like, I don't know if a
Masculine.
leader is supposed to instill fear. Is
A
it? Is a
dictator
leader ever?
supposed to instill fear?
Yeah.
But a leader not so.
They are a type of
a
leader.
country. Okay.
They are a type of leader. So I guess.
It was just fascinating
Well,
because
it
those
depends how
images.
the country is run, right?
Yeah.
Like if the country is run by fear, then
Actually,
you
Do you
gotta
really
instill
fear
more fear
Biden?
into
Like-
it. Like yeah,
You made a good point.
Look at
Kim
their
Jong Un doesn't
societies.
have like
Yeah.
Yeah.
picture. You're right. You're right.
yeah.
I think he just fears staircases. Any man who fears a staircase, I don't fear them.
Who?
Biden.
Biden.
Oh my god. That joke has been run to the ground, bro. Literally. So
Oh, but also,
ahead.
what's a side fact that the picture thing? He did a lot of weird things. Towards the end of the war, he was actually on meth most of the times.
really?
Yeah, he was taking amphetamines. He also prescribed it to his troops.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how they were enabled to maintain the blitzkrieg for that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically,
So
they
they
would
just
never
ran-
crash because they
yeah.
just kept taking.
Yeah, I just ran rapid.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what
Dude,
it was.
I wonder, like, if I was in a war, I would probably need to take something to be
Just to get the edge off, or
Dog,
just keep
to-
you
no, to
focused?
have the bravery and the courage to just go march on forward and see my friend get blown to pieces. All right, keep going. Like,
Yeah, but it depends on
Yeah.
the drug, bro. Like, you're not. No one's gonna smoke up.
no, like there's certain things that you don't touch. I'm sure, like things that are supposed to mellow you down that you
Heroin.
want to, or like
Yeah.
have a few puffs of weed and then go into the battlefield. I don't know.
You're too like let's go.
Yeah. So much. Oh shit.
Yeah. Did you guys end up watching the movie?
Oh yeah.
What is it? Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind on Netflix.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, man, I feel like you need to just to.
Get a sense of the world.
Yeah. I would love to. Yeah, talk about it. So. That movie, man, like I don't want to give too many spoilers away. Like, how do we dance
This
All
around
right,
is
this?
a spoiler. You
so
said-
we won't
yeah.
say the premise of the movie.
I liked how it depicted. For one, the acting was amazing.
Amazing.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
The
Acting was
amazing.
really good.
Mahershala Ali, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Love him.
Yeah.
I thought the CGI was pretty believable. Like it didn't look too fake.
Fake, yeah.
Now, in terms of how the movie went overall, I give it like a 7.9, 8 out of 10. So, like it's a good movie. It's better than the average movie because
It was
there
different.
was like a message behind it, but it wasn't. I believe, and we're gonna get into the other guys' opinions, but I believe that it wasn't too cheesy or too corny of a message because there are. And then I found out that it was made by Barack Obama.
Yeah, I think it's Barack Obama's production
Which you told
studio.
me this, yeah.
Yeah, production
Which,
studio or something.
which kind of added an extra. I was like, oh, because I watched it without knowing that, right?
Yeah.
And oh man, there was a scene. My favorite scene in the movie. Spoiler again.
No, we're good.
My favorite scene in the movie was when they approached that man who had the rifle outside of his house, and
Yeah.
then they were in the car, and then he said the different stages on how to
Destabilize the
Destabilize the
country.
country.
and
Yeah.
and I've seen some shorts on TikTok on like he'll say that, and then they show just
How it is
in
the
history,
world. Yeah.
and I'm like, damn, like that was such a sick scene. Yeah, I give it about an 8 out of 10. Acting
Yeah.
was good, CGI was good. Bro, that plane falling from the beach.
The beach,
and,
yeah.
and then you see multiple planes of. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It was crazy, and like the wildlife coming trying to like warn.
yeah. Oh, I like that.
That was really cool.
The
too.
deers, were
The
the
deers,
deers?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
deers, yeah.
Deers were nice.
What'd you think of it?
All right, so
Unfiltered, huh?
yeah, unfiltered. It was a good movie. I like how it drew parallels to what might happen or how it might go down. My problem with it was, I like information in my movies. You know what I mean? Like I don't like being left hanging, and I know that's
Yeah.
everyone's major complaint about this movie.
It was very vague at some points.
Oh, it did end weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the
I
thing:
remember.
the way it ends, sure, it shows how people can bounce back and just go back to their comfort zones and forget about everything that happened. Right? I get that, but there's still open-ended answers they could have provided. Okay, so there's 3 different pamphlets that came down in 3 different languages. Which one was it? The movie was not that long as far as new movies go. They
How
could
long
have
was the
addressed
movie?
this.
2.5 hours.
No, it was close. It was a bit like I think it was
hour
like
44?
40.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So
I'm mixing up
On the
different
dot.
my main thing was it's one of those movies that was very what do they call it? They have a word for it when they filmmake it. It's like a contained movie. Like it's just one or 2 backdrops and everyone's in that room for that scene. Most of it's in the house.
Yeah.
We can agree on that.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was character building and building the suspense. Like, okay, is he lying? Is he not lying? What does he know? What does he not know? MentALIty, insane. Love
Yeah.
the guy. They spent a lot of time building into that thriller side of things that they could have either borrowed some of that time or added more time to the movie to address these questions that everyone's going to have. Who had launched the attack?
How
did
much
it
would
happen?
you? How much would you rate the movie? From
7.98. Like that's
Okay,
not a bad
close.
rating to give it.
Yeah.
7.5.
'Cause I know you have some-
I was
7.5.
yeah. For me, it was 7.5. Like 7.5. And the only saying that because it was in the beginning, it drew me out. Like I didn't know what was going on. I didn't feel like I was.
It took you a while
Oh.
to
It took
connect
me a
to
while
it.
to
Yeah,
connect
yeah.
to it. Yeah,
To
like,
connect
I
to the
was
story.
very like, oh, this movie seems weird.
Yeah, like at one point
then,
you
like-
just want to shake your TV and be like, "Okay, can someone tell me what's
yeah,
going
yeah,
on?"
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find the ending to be
Satisfying? No.
no? Not only satisfying, but I was very curious. So I went on the internet, and a lot of people were like explaining the ending to be a lot more deeper than it actually was. Like the girl going into the bunker,
Bunker,
Yeah.
yeah.
and finally watching her show. They drew a parallel to something. Crap, I don't recall what it was. Ah, man.
But there's inconsistencies right
Yeah.
there. So that survival guy knew about a possible bunker, didn't go explore it. Like you contracted on the job. The guy didn't have permits for his basement or whatever. You're like, something sketchy's going there. Must be a doomsday shelter.
No, there
Come on,
were
bro.
some open-ended
And
questions.
why did he not want to use it? Right?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
It was
Still
so,
watch it, though.
No, but it was so close to being great. That's what I'm trying
That's
to say.
Yeah.
that's a
It was
frustrating thing a
so
little bit.
close to being
Yes.
great.
It's like it could have been a 9. Like it could have been
Like when I
one
look
of
at
those
that movie,
all-time
well, even though you
Netflix
gave
movies.
respect to the CGI, when I look at that movie, I don't consider it.
But for a low production movie.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. It doesn't
It's very-
seem high production.
yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
low-
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't imagine it costed that much to make it.
Bro, like
Oh,
like,
you're gonna say, yeah? Let's figure
we're
it out.
talking about the movies nowadays are being shot in the billions and
So to-
billions
to-
of
We're
dollars.
not talking Avengers and like.
No. But
Of course,
you
but
know
I'm
what's
saying,
funny?
like,
You know what's funny about that?
CGI is like it's expensive.
Well,
to
not
do.
every movie has whatever $100-200 million
You know
budget.
what's funny
right?
about that? Noor?
Exactly. So I'm saying it's low budget. Low
Yeah, but
production.
here's what we can compare it to. So you remember the She-Hulk series?
Yeah.
They spent $225 million on that season, and the CGI was
CGI,
terrible.
yeah.
Right? So budget, you can go over budget very easy. I'm very curious to see how much they spent on this one because the most expensive scene must be when the Teslas were crashing in the airplane. Like
That
all
was
the crashes.
that was insane. When
Yeah.
I saw the Teslas go crash, and I'm like,
Oh damn, you're right.
"This is fuck."
Well, how much?
has a budget between 20 and 25 million.
Yeah, bro. Compared to
Yeah. So that movie's
Yeah.
winning.
yeah, like
for
no,
sure.
for sure. They did really
And it
well for
brought-
what they had.
It brought over 50 million.
Yeah, success.
I would have expected more, but yeah, no, that's still not bad. But again, like what we're talking about for completion of the story would not have costed that much more budget. We're not asking for CGI scenes. We're not asking for anything.
Bro,
too
the
crazy.
thing that is so frustrating in movies sometimes is when you see the budget or you know that the amount of hype has been into a movie and then you watch it and then it just
Plummets.
is very flat. Like you're like, this is what I've been waiting for so long. Or at the moment,
that's
I don't
how
have.
I felt
Yeah.
when you guys are
what?
like, "Yo, you gotta see it. It's a crazy movie."
Well, yeah, but like,
Well, you
'cause
have to so
we
we can
nagged
talk
about
about
it
it.
so
I
many
understand,
times,
I
bro. It was
understand,
like
but
3
no, no.
weeks. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
barely
I know.
remember the movie.
Yeah, I know, bro. That's why you see
It's
me.
fresh in my mind. Yeah.
So like he watched it last, so
forever,
he
yeah.
knows the details. Me and you
Yeah.
were like, oh
I
crap.
try to remember the
Yeah,
story.
yeah. Unless we just 2 hours later pause it and then come back to the thing.
You know what though? Actually, I just to go back and give more respect. Ethan Hawke, sick acting as well. That's the dad.
That's the
Oh,
dad.
yeah,
He
yeah,
did really well.
He really made me believe
love-
he's Miskeen.
I love the scene of him when he was driving out, and then the Mexican
Spanish
lady,
lady?
the
Yeah,
Spanish lady, is outside trying to find help.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, I don't know what the fuck, fuck off.
He
And
pulls down
just
the
pulls
window.
down and leaves.
Yeah.
I mean, if she
yeah.
could just come up with like 3 or 4 words in English, she probably would have stayed.
I was gonna say, what would you do if
If you were in that position, or
I
just
would
in
like
general.
to think if you were in that position, like the world is kind of going to shit. Somebody comes up, knocks on your door,
I'm not telling you my disaster plan.
brother. I would genuinely be like, yeah, come in, because I don't have the heart to just drive away and be like, I'm the reason why this person might have died, or
All right, so Ali's not making it.
you're talking about the Spanish lady.
yes,
The
yes.
the situation with the
Yeah.
Spanish lady.
You drive. She's blah blah. I don't understand what you're saying,
I don't know. I think I would.
but by that time we probably have AI that we can just kind of like
We don't help them
translate.
No, it's not that. It's if I can't understand
Is your logic
you,
that you help her? That means you have to help everyone. Is that your logic? Like, don't.
No,
bro,
Look
like
up-
high probability you're gonna save her. She has 10 behind her. Can you survive and maintain 10 of them? If that makes sense. He's not getting it.
No, I 100% get it. I'm just thinking.
No, but that was the question he proposed. He
guess you're
basically
right.
said if you open the door for one, you got to open it for more.
Because she was. If I remember
Well, deal
correctly,
with
she
it.
was looking for her family.
No way she doesn't have 10
So
kids.
if you find her, if you open the door for her in a situation where you need to find help,
Yeah, I
and,
hear
you know,
what
and
you're
then- and
saying.
it opens up.
Here's the only defense
So
I
I
You
have.
have to
gotta
live
bring
with that.
more people.
No,
Yeah, so I have
have
to
a
live with
defense
the
for you,
fact.
Ali, and this is the only way I can see you defending this, and this is what's needed. At the end of the day, do you know how to survive on your own?
We had this talk once upon
No,
a
no,
time.
it's just a
do
question.
Do I have?
Do you think you have what it takes to survive on your own? All the skill sets,
not all the skill
right?
sets? No.
So then, doesn't that mean that at some point along the way, you're gonna have to meet up with people who do have those skill sets and trade, saying, "I know this, you know that. Let's team up."
Could I
Yeah.
not?
I guess cooking will be good.
I was gonna say some savage shit.
She could have been
So-
in the kitchen.
Yo, just before the episode aired, I wore these glasses, and these guys insinuated I was like like a killer. Now the reason why I bring this up is because
No,
I
no,
mean
no,
I could
no,
always.
no, no,
Jeffrey
no,
Dahmer.
Jeffrey
Dahmer.
Dahmer, yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Now I could. This is a joke. Now I could just use her as a food if worse comes to worse, and I need to survive off food. If worse comes to worse, bro, there's no electricity.
Nah.
He,
no
sta-
whatever.
he started
I'd
this by
starve.
saying, "Should I help people?"
Yeah,
You would starve to death
I would never eat.
and not
it.
eat another human being.
Never.
Not unseasoned, bro. That's wild.
Put the religion to the side.
No, just no.
No. Okay.
I think even in the religion,
There-
if it comes
there's
down to
always-
surviving, it's allowed.
There's always a way to find food. There's always a way.
Yeah, there's berries. You could try out multiple shrooms and see which
Yeah,
one kills
berries
you.
minus 15-degree weather. Berries.
Okay, you can find
Oh,
you
come
can
on,
find
bro.
some mice or something.
so sorry.
Or
there's
you could
deer
be like our
around.
friend and just eat snow. Bro, we have a friend, and yeah, a friend of ours. I'll mute his name.
You had to
I'll
make
mute
sure
his
we
name.
knew who it
I'll
was.
mute his name. Yeah, you have
You
to
didn't
know.
have to let us
No,
make
no, no,
sure.
hold on.
Growing
No,
up-
no, no. Even if it's muted now, all I can picture is him walking by a snowbank and just.
No, bro, he would take the top layer because in his mind, oh, it's clean, Ali.
It is.
And
Yeah.
just,
If I'm being honest, no.
I've never eaten snow in my life.
Okay, so
And whoever
I
eats
have.
snow, that's weird.
no.
Why is it weird? It's water.
No, bro.
It's clean.
Okay,
by the way.
okay. So can't you say the same thing about
Rainfall?
rain
Yes,
Yes.
you can.
in a cup and then just chug that?
Yeah, you could. But you
What do you
should
mean?
boil it.
People collect water and rainwater.
Yeah, all the time.
to survive.
That's literally
Okay,
There's one. If you were to survive, you're gonna have to collect that water.
brother. You're gonna need to.
you're saying
bring
if I'm
everyone
going
into
to
your
downtown,
apocalypse
man,
plan.
I wish we had your segment right now because I could just be like, cut to it and be like, hey, have you ever eaten snow in your life? I'm positive all people would be like,
Yes.
Yes.
oh, they would say yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is okay. First of all, we're in Canada. Everyone's
Yeah.
tried snow.
Of course.
I have not.
You never face planted enough.
I've faced no, like actively being like, nice, delicious.
Snowball fight.
First of all, nobody said it was
Why would I-
delicious.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah. We're
Snowball,
just,
how does snowball fight have
snowball fight, and then you have a snowball. Oh, look.
Yeah,
Take
munch.
a bite.
No,
When you're a kid.
no, bro, no,
Okay.
no.
You
That's
really
why I
don't like
thought-
snow.
I don't. Bro, that's why I thought it was so weird when he did it. I'm like, bro, why?
So
you-
hold
Well,
on,
I don't
hold on,
know.
hold on.
To his extent, I have no idea. But
This is a side thing I didn't
Yeah.
expect to go on, but yeah,
No,
sure.
no. Now that you brought it up,
I just didn't think eating snow is a common thing in Canada.
so
But I guess it's gonna get clipped. We'll put it on our show and then we'll see what people
I mean,
have to say.
I can forward you like 100 different bushcraft videos about how people take snow, put it in a kettle, and put it over the fire to
Okay,
melt it into water.
that I would do because like water.
I'm so sorry. The snow format's throwing you
Yes,
off.
it is. It is. It's like I don't know. It's just like
You're not
okay,
biting into a baboon. It's fucking snow.
Listen,
Do you put ice
don't
in your
plan to.
drinks?
huh?
Do you put ice in your drinks?
Yes,
Do you
but I'm
drink
gonna say no.
slushies?
Huh?
Do you drink slushies at all?
No, never have.
Is it weird to
No,
drink
I have,
slushies?
I have. I have.
Have you had a snow cone before?
Yeah, there's a fucking snow cone.
No. Snow. A cone with snow in it?
With
Snow
flavoring.
and flavoring.
Yeah.
No,
Usually
I've
maple
never
syrup.
tried that before. I've tried like slushies, obviously, and beverages, but no, I've never tried
No.
snow.
Well, I'll let you know. It's a common thing.
Okay. Eating
It's
snow's
just
common.
water in a
I
different
didn't know
format,
that.
bro.
Dog, I didn't know that. Okay.
Even rainfall, you never like looked up.
Yeah.
No, it's
yeah.
poison.
No, that I did. That I did because I remember it's like I swear there was like a theme song that came with it when you're younger.
So unless that
Stick your
song's
tongue out.
playing, you're not gonna.
No, I'm just wow. How do you know how we got on this? Have you guys like? Do you guys eat breakfast often?
No.
Because when I wake up, I tend to skip breakfast. Right?
Same.
You guys do. But growing up, you guys were very big
On breakfast, yeah.
Ooh.
advocates on
cereal?
cereal, right?
Yeah.
Cereal and
Cereal's a big
waffles.
thing. Waffles, okay, that's a good one.
I'll still do it on a Sunday kind of thing.
Cereal? I
Yeah.
actually haven't had cereal in forever, but
Same.
I went down the rabbit hole I was curious. What do you guys classify as the best and the worst cereal? And I have a list here that I want you guys to kind of put in order, like
In order?
from your favorite to your worst.
Okay, there's too
Alright.
many. Let's
Are we
go top
are we
five.
guessing them or top five? What are they?
So there's 7 I have here.
Okay.
We'll just go for top fives, I guess.
I have 7, and then I wanted you to kind of be like, all right, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay,
and then
okay.
why you think
All
this
right,
is your
I'm
favorite.
ready.
Alright,
No,
go
no, go for it. List
Okay,
it off.
so there's honeycomb cereal.
Okay.
Are you guys just remember 7 all? 7?
Yeah,
Sure,
go
okay.
for it.
I thought you'd write it down. But okay, honeycomb cereal, Fruit Loops, Reese Puffs, Nesquik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have all tried those. Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, Honey Nut Cheerios, and Mini Wheats. You can remember all
What
that?
the hold
Mini
on.
wheat 7.
Mini Wheats. Yeah, okay, 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're
5,
missing some
6.
clutch
8. There's
flavors.
8.
Yeah. There's 8.
Yeah. Can you name me others?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Why is that not on the list?
Oh, I didn't put that.
I was gonna say cinnamon
Oh, I did not
toast.
put that.
And
fucking need to.
did you put Frosted Flakes?
I
Yeah,
did.
he did. He
Yeah.
did. He did.
Yeah, that's the only one I didn't put.
What
Give
else
me
is
your
there?
top 5 out of those.
Top 5?
Your top
Again,
5.
Captain Crunch will be number 1.
Frosted Flakes for me.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, top 1.
I'm not gonna give a reaction. Just say your thing, and then I wanna.
I mean, you just took time to give a reaction.
I
But okay.
wasn't trying to. Sorry, go ahead.
Captain Crunch number 1.
Mm.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch number 2. Frosted Flakes. Do I care about the rest?
Honeycomb, Fruit Loops,
Oh, from
Nesquik.
your list, right?
Fruit Loops is a good one.
Yeah, Fruit Loops is a good one. I'll put that up there too.
Reese Puffs.
Yeah, I don't mind Reese's.
So you gave me your 1 is what?
Captain Crunch, but
Okay.
it's not on your list.
That's fine. That's fine. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's not on my list. Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast
Yeah.
Crunch.
Yeah. Oh, you like the
Oh,
crunch?
French toast cereal. That one's really good. I like that one too.
Weird,
I
but
might
it's
have
good.
tried
Yeah,
that.
it's so good.
Okay.
Crave and what am I at? That's 4.
Yeah.
One more, I guess. Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. How
Yeah.
about you? So Captain Crunch for you. Wow, interesting.
For me, to be honest, Frosted Flakes is probably my top.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a classic. You
my
can't
top.
you can't really go wrong with that.
That, and then I'll have Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
2.
I wasn't a big fan of Captain Crunch, to be honest.
Me too, personally.
So Rice Krispies.
Whack.
3.
No, it'll be Nesquik actually. Will be 3.
3?
Nesquik will be
Ooh,
3.
with the chocolate.
Yeah,
Nice.
because you get chocolate milk.
Yeah,
after.
yeah, literally.
Fruit Loops.
Good. Okay.
Fruity Pebbles.
And
You guys show no love to Honey Nut Cheerios?
No.
nah.
No, okay.
That's the cereal
No.
you have when you don't know what else to eat.
Yeah.
So true.
It's like the Honda Civic.
It's like
cereal.
it's like
You know
yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
expecting.
It's very reliable.
Yeah.
It does its job. Not the it's just very reliable.
Yeah.
Cereal.
I used to eat a lot of Rice Krispies because I'll put strawberries and bananas with it,
Ooh.
and that would be
Nice.
my cereal.
That's
Stop
smart.
making cereal healthy, bro.
Yeah,
Just eat
it's
it.
be
Okay.
just fire, and I'll put some honey on top
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a
or sugar because I wanted the little extra kick.
Okay. For me, if the answer is not cinnamon toast crunch is number 1, I don't know.
You
what-
missed it off your list.
Okay.
Don't act like you
Take
want
that.
it now.
No,
Yeah.
that was always part of the thing. I just forgot to add
Mm-hmm.
it. Cinnamon toast crunch definitely has to be on anyone's
List.
list. That's 1. 2 would be Reese Puffs because I love Reese. And then 3, I'll show some love to mini wheats.
Really?
Wow.
Mini wheats, but with like not
The-
shredded wheats,
yeah.
bro. Funny story. There was one time,
Some of them
I
are
w-
good. The very sugary flavored unhealthy ones, those are good.
but those are good if you know what you're getting. I accidentally purchased shredded wheats one time,
Okay.
not realizing mini wheats and shredded wheats are different.
Different.
And
You
this
need
is-
to eat them both fast, though.
at least with mini wheats, it's like that white frosting on top of it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's there, so you can always eat it even if it dissolves into the milk. Whereas shredded wheats, it's literally just shredded wheats. Like there's
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't-
like falling apart in the
Yes.
milk.
No,
Yeah.
no, like when you pour it, like it's just all
Crumble.
crumbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I was like, what the heck is this? I looked, I'm like, oh, there's a difference. So yeah, do not get shredded wheats if you want mini wheats. But yeah, so that's my list of 3. And but with that being said, I don't eat breakfast anymore. Like you know how they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day?
yeah.
That's so cap.
It's usually just coffee for me.
I even cut that out. I
Oh,
don't know. Oh, okay. So what we do now,
So
and
do you
this,
not have coffee at all?
no, not really.
welcome to
I'll
my
have it
life.
if like we're out somewhere and people order coffee. I'll have it.
How do you feel?
Weirdo.
How we're weird, Noor?
No. I'll have it if it's there. I
Yeah,
won't go out of
weird.
my way to get it.
Listen, I know I'm in the minority, and people who listen to this or watch this think that caffeine in the morning is essential. I'm sure it's essential. It gets you
It's
going
not
for
essential.
your
It's nice to have.
essential.
Yeah.
Because
a
if you don't have it,
dependency.
is it not going to affect your morning mood, or you'll be completely fine without it?
So
It affects it. It gives you
does
yeah,
something.
but
affect-
that's
it
if
does
you're
affect,
dependent
yes.
on it.
Depending on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Thing is, I don't know because I
Yeah.
haven't been on that side. So
Yeah.
all this is assumption or gathering data points
No,
from
I'm
different
telling you,
few
it's
friends.
true. Yeah, like since I don't drink it anymore, all those headaches, urges, whatever, like the need to have a cup, gone. Like I don't have any of that. That's why if it's around and people are having it, I'll have a cup. I'm not gonna go out of my way to have. I used to have like 3 in the morning, right? So
3
that's
cups of coffee.
yeah. Like back when we were in the office.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
man, it'd be like every 10 minutes. Break coffee.
Actually,
Why'd you stop? Just cause?
Just cause I got lazy. Honestly,
that's
like,
the
all
main
it is.
purpose. Just
So do you just
a
wake
lot of
up
people have a
and just
deeper-
not ingest anything?
So no. This is funny actually.
me.
No. This is
water, but like
I do take something. So this was my wife's idea. She's basically like, you're unhealthy. Facts. So she started.
leave it to women to tell you.
She
How it is.
started to make ginger shots in the morning, and it's like ginger, raw turmeric, cayenne pepper. It's disgusting.
it's fire. I love it.
Like,
but
actually, fire
the-
burns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The way it
No,
feels
but I
after
li- I
though,
like
like it
drinking
gives
it.
you an energy boost, like
Yeah.
right away. Like it wakes me up every morning, but it is so hard to keep down. Like,
So you just take a shot of it and
Yeah.
you just go on about your
I
morning?
put it in mason jars in my fridge. It's
Yeah.
really good.
So you pour a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So we
Oh.
have like these, I guess, like shot containers. And
Yeah.
then for ginger, like we bought it from the store, but they ran out, so we made homemade one. And it's again, she puts
Oh, I might do that.
ginger in
don't-
it. She puts turmeric, cayenne pepper, lemon, and we're missing one
Ginger.
thing, green apples. I guess to ease off some of the harshness of it.
Okay.
And then we put it through a juicer, and then every morning we'll just take shots of that.
Yeah.
It's an immunity booster.
Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah.
on
Like
on
when
social
you're
media.
when I'm sick,
don't know
bro.
how
Like I
effective-
drink that like no tomorrow.
Sick, like yeah.
And like
I guess
2
if your
days
throat
I'm
hurts.
fucking.
It makes
Yeah.
your throat hurt when you take
Yeah.
it, but the
If you-
point is, it works.
No. I'm saying if your throat hurts,
know,
then
I know.
it could be a good remedy to that.
Yeah, but just in general, like if I have a cold or if I have anything, I'm sick or whatever, I'll straight up just take
But hey, we'll see how it goes because like I started getting sick more and more, like common cold and whatever.
I was gonna say, yeah. you
So
have
we'll
been
see
getting-
how this goes with the ginger shot routine.
Okay.
Yeah,
It will work.
been on it for a week.
Yeah. No, it's good.
You know
But
what?
why
it
would you
is?
cut out coffee?
Because
Again,
he
For
said
it.
about his headaches and whatnot,
Well, I
right?
say about being lazy, but
No, like-
that's more work.
no. She does it.
I was gonna say she
yeah,
does
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So she just doesn't want to make you coffee.
I've never actually
Well,
asked
does
her to
she
make
do
coffee.
it? Like, does she drink
like,
caffeine in the morning?
No,
Okay,
she never
there
drinks
you go.
caffeine. And honestly, like if it's homemade coffee, I'm not too crazy about it. Unless it's like the Nescafes, but that all has sugar, so I cut it out for the sugar reasons. I don't know. It's just again, if it's there,
I'm
I'll have
really
it.
not much of a coffee person. However, when I went to Bosnia, so we have a mutual friend who was like, "You have to try the coffee there," and I'm like, "Man,
It
you know
is
what?
really good.
Sure, I'll try." Even though I really can't stand it. I went there and I was like, "Hey, like, can I have some coffee?" I tried it, and then when I got back to Canada, he was very eager to ask me, "So, how was it?" I'm like, "It was good." But I don't have anything to compare it with because I really don't drink coffee here at
Yeah.
all.
Did you have it?
But I did for the sake of it.
Where did you go in Bosnia?
I went to Mostar.
Mostar's nice.
Now, I don't know if I ever told you guys.
They have so many little coffee shops by the waterfall.
No, they
It's
do.
So nice.
So, like, out of all the countries that I went to, that was the only country that had the adhan for the prayer call. And the thing that I was acting so tough and macho, being like, that bridge. So there's a famous bridge in Mostar. People can jump off of it.
Yeah.
You have to sign like a liability paper if you get hurt or you die. It's not their
Yeah.
It's not
problem.
recommended.
I remembered prior to leaving Canada, once I booked this trip and I booked the flight and everything, I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want to step out of my comfort zone. I want to show people. No, not show people. I want to show myself that
Yeah.
I could do these
Nice.
daring things. Wallah, it was set in my mind on the plane, everything. As I'm backpacking through these countries in Europe, I told myself, I'm definitely going to do this. Maybe like an hour into the tour that we're having in Bosnia, they're like, so, this is the famous bridge and there's a lot of historical significance in this. Once the tour is done, like, you can kind of just free roam and see what
Yeah.
you want to do. So I see these two divers and they ask people for like money.
Yeah.
I guess they're pro. So, yeah, they got some money, and I'm just waiting for 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm not leaving here until these guys jump. I want to see
How
how
it looks.
aggressive it is. Bro, he goes like this. He puts his hand up and then just... Oh, so sorry.
Twirls?
He's facing the crowd, and he jumps back.
Backwards.
So that's the water. And he goes like... And he just falls. Free falls. And I'm like... When I see him...
You're like counting down too, like 1 second, 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. It must have been like 3 Mississippis. And I'm like... Yeah, no, Ali. Who do you think you are? You're not a daredevil.
Yeah.
You love your life.
If it was
So-
bungee, it'd be different.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because there's a harness
Yeah,
and like you
you
can
have
survive.
safety some
This,
sort.
bro,
Can you imagine landing
you
on
have
your
to
back?
or a belly flop, you're
Yeah,
dead.
you're
Your
dead.
organs will splurt out. Yeah.
That's
anyways,
crazy.
I didn't even know they offered that when I was there.
yeah. No, you could. You went to Mostar?
Yeah.
As well. Nice. I thought you went to the capital.
Yeah, I did as well.
Oh,
yeah,
as well. Nice.
Yeah,
He was there for a while.
not that long. I was like 2 weeks there, but you went
Compared
like,
to him to
yeah.
what, 2 days? 3
Yeah,
days?
Yeah, but he
bro,
did more
a lot
of
of the
the area,
countries.
you know, yeah.
A lot of the countries I did
Yeah.
like
I
2-3 days.
did close to Croatia, Montenegro.
Montenegro, how'd you like that?
Montenegro was basically a rip off. It's beautiful,
Why?
but
everything there, they're like, "What is money's?" Like, you know what I mean? Like anything you want.
Kotor?
Budva.
Budva.
Yeah,
No, I didn't go
went
to Budva. Yeah.
It's fun. It's a fun place to be, but again, everything costs more than it
Pretty
should.
penny. Yeah,
More
yeah,
than it should
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Yeah, so and even then, like they have
Yeah,
a local
it's
currency, all goes
tourists.
out the window. Everything's in euros, obviously.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
You know the I swear the funny thing is after going on a trip where you visit a country for 48 hours and you every hour, it's not calculated in the sense that I have to book where I'm sleeping. If you have 48 hours in a country that you've never been in, you got like there's certain things that you want to hit. Like for me, it was like I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and I want to catch the sunrise and go hiking, but the hike is like super aggressive.
Yeah.
And the people tell you, but you're like, that's fine. This is a
Yeah.
once in a lifetime trip. I'm doing it. I don't care how bad it is.
You should have done Budva. Then
And
they
then
had like
you realize it's fucking brutal, bro. And
Yeah.
there's cats in Montenegro, especially. There's a lot of cats. But the thing I found out is they take care of their cats just as well as they take care of humans. Like they
Yeah.
feed them. I'm like, man, this is a real community.
It's like Turkey.
Really? As well?
Turkey's their cats and their dogs.
They're stray, but they take care
they're
of
all
them.
strays. They're all strays,
Wow.
and then everybody feeds them, even the locals and tourists.
Budva had a nice hike though that goes into like the where old forts used to be for military purposes.
Wow.
And you go up on like the mountains and everything is nice. It's really nice. And did you have a chance to go to Sarajevo too or no?
No, I wanted to, man.
So it's really eye opening because people don't remember the conflict there. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's so much history
And
in
it
these
was
countries.
so eye opening because I got there. So basically, Sarajevo is like a mountainous city. The city center's in the middle, and there's mountains everywhere, which way around it. And at the time, back when the conflict was there, the Serbians basically put a siege on the city. So nothing going in, nothing going out. And they show you exactly which streets were targeted, where most of the bodies were, and everything. And when you get there to the city center with the tour, it's insane because they'll basically show you that imagine all on these mountaintops is Serbian forces, artillery, snipers, everything.
Yeah.
And this is where people are running to every morning because the markets are there or whatever, like just to get supplies. And it's open. Like there is no room for cover, nothing.
Dude, did you notice that there would be some spots, at least in Mostar, where there was like bullet holes
Yeah.
that were still present?
So
And that was very...
our mutual friend's village when I was
Yeah.
there. It's not that it's run down or anything, but there's old buildings that people, I guess, just said like, "Oh, we'll move somewhere else." And you can see like artillery shells have gone through their ceilings. You see bullet holes. I saw like 3 minefields when I was there in this small village because I put like red signs saying "caution
Yeah.
minefield." And again, outside of that, it's a normal village. Nobody like. I knew about the war, but that was such a long time ago.
Yeah.
Right? You don't
of
expect
course,
to see the
of
effects
course.
of it.
Actually,
But it's very
But to
humbling.
see like live, like, for example, you see holes like in the wall, and to be like, yeah, like this was, or holes outside of your house, be like, yeah, this happened 75 years ago. To see it still preserved in a way, like it's still
Yeah.
like those were the bullets. It's very, if it feels like, you know, you're in 2024, but you're kind of living in the past there.
Yeah, like
Super cool.
like you living today, but you can feel the pain of yesterday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
And I mean, it's humbling because it's my first experience being in a Muslim country. So the adhan thing that was
Oh, yeah.
very like new to me.
Yeah.
And also just seeing like village lifestyle. Like nobody's really complaining.
Yeah.
They wake
man.
up in the morning. There's a guy selling watermelons outside the street. Like I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
making this up. You know what I mean? Like it's
Different life.
Yeah, and the thing is, like all these little like shops and whatever.
like
It's
the
so
simple pleasures.
so
Yeah,
simple.
yeah.
So
Simple pleasures.
simple. And the
Where
guy
here
will
we
just
can't get enough.
yeah, they'll just
Yeah,
work the farms, maybe like work at a cafe, do the dishwashing job, whatever. Go home, everyone just like relaxes by like smoking, music, whatever it may be, and they just live like these simple lives. And all the complaints we have here, I don't think a single person had that there, other than the fact that like, oh, I'm looking for better work. Like that was the only thing.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you came back from your trip and you were kind of like, all right, back to life here? Was it kind of like, man, like I enjoyed my time there, but it's like back to the life in North America? Because like there's tends to be a big discrepancy between villages like that and then living in Ottawa. It's like a complete different lifestyle, and like there'll be aspects of me that'll be like, man, it'd be nice to really. I'm not much of a country person,
Yeah.
but sometimes I could see the infatuation with just being away, not so isolated where like nobody can contact you, but like you have your own patch of land. Like as I get
You do
older,
your
I
own
could see
thing.
that be slightly more appealing to
I
me.
love that
Whereas
life.
really,
Already like looking at it, man.
I
like,
don't know.
Imagine
Because I'm a city person at heart. My whole life, it's like I'm in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
I
the
have
cities.
neighbors.
Yeah. I'm always
I can
moving
reach out to
around,
you.
Always
Yeah,
going
yeah.
around. Yeah.
So
I can see the appeal. Who knows if it's built up in my head.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? But when I came back, it was eye opening. But again, I think Noor's like this too. Where when I came back, I just flip a switch. I'm back at it. Like I didn't give it much thought. I kind of just
okay,
Yeah.
like, you don't
that
really
was
get
nice.
down on.
No, like that was nice that I was there. But
Okay.
as soon as I land, I'm back to my own reality.
Because as much as we complain about our lives here, you're like, whatever I really need, I can get and achieve.
Of course,
with
of
the
course.
work or the means. I have the means to do that. Where in other countries or even those smaller countries, like, oh, I wanted to do this, but you don't do this, or it's like it was difficult to do this. You
Yeah,
know,
like,
like there's
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of difficulties that we didn't see because we're on vacation.
100%.
You experience their
Navigation
lifestyle
mind.
with money. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
went-
exactly.
You're experiencing a tourist lifestyle with your higher, better currency.
Of course,
Man,
that's so true.
If you did go to
And I
know
know you went through that in Turkey where you were like, Ali,
Oh,
I feel
bro.
like I'm living like a king.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
bro, it was wild. Like, imagine you're paying for the whole table for your whole family, $50, where here it's like $350, $400.
yeah.
Like, it's a big difference.
I was gonna say in his village too. There was like a nice, quiet little like pizza shop, full halal pepperoni pizza with like fresh lemonade. Man, it must have been like $5 for the both of us,
That's why I
and
want
it
to
was
go to
one of the
Italy.
best pizzas I've had in my life.
That's
It didn't
sick.
taste like pizza; it was like a different take on it, but it was really good for $5.
Yeah, bro, like, it's...
That's
But again, that's
But
our
that-
perspective,
but
right?
that's our perspective with our money from
Yeah.
like our currency.
I'm sure they're complaining, saying
Like,
like, man,
yeah.
Like for them, that was expensive. Because like I'll tell you a story. Like when I was in Turkey, my cousin knows a local there, and we went to dinner with him. And this locals grew up in that city all his life, and we essentially went out for dinner, and he's like, I've never been on this side of the city because it's too expensive. For him, it was too expensive. For me, I paid for the whole table because I'm like, this is how much I pay for one person.
Got it. Yeah.
You know?
So that like dichotomy of different lifestyles, even though he's a local, he doesn't get to experience the tourist perspective.
Yeah, or just a better way of life.
Yeah.
In his city because
you know, Noor feeling
It's
nice
different.
after, like my treat.
Yeah. Whole table, I got it.
Whole table, yeah. Don't worry about it, bro.
What's up, bro?
Like,
Come
oh,
here,
this
I'm
is
like, bro, you
Yeah,
trying to split
when you
this?
come
yeah, no, for sure.
goes up,
For
don't
sure, I
add
get
the
that.
biscuits, don't add.
Yeah. Be like,
Yo, entree only, no apps.
yeah. Be like, babe, I mean, we could always make salad at home. Like, you just throw a few things in there.
Take the fries to go.
Yeah. Oh, there's a question I want to ask you guys, and I saw this on TikTok again. So this guy asked, there's a podcast by these two guys. If I find the name, I'll put it here. I swear I'm not trying to discredit you. I just don't remember the name of it. So they asked, name one time where karma was a bitch to you.
Okay.
I obviously had this question for a few hours, so I thought of one. It's a very funny story, but I want to see, do you guys have something, maybe when I said that, you're like, oh shit, like I remember a time where I said something and then it bit me in the ass?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Do
it's
you
not
have one?
that serious. Like it's
Nothing that was really impactful for my life,
It doesn't have to be, it
honest.
could be like a funny story.
I can't
Or
remember.
or sad or something.
Can't remember.
Okay. I
no,
want to hear yours.
Yeah, mine's not that bad, but it's I know you guys probably notice this too. Whenever I play sports, right, it doesn't matter what the sport is.
Mine's sports
I
wise too.
never trash talk. Like I rarely do, and it's because ever since like when I was playing football professionally, like it doesn't matter what it was. Whenever I talk smack, I would just fall apart the next play, and it was always like that. So I just learned from then, keep your mouth shut. And like,
So something
Why?
happened where you spoke up and then
yeah, I
The
remember.
next
I
play-
remember like perfectly. It was playoffs. I got an interception. I was on the defense side. And I remember right after I got up, I'm in the guy's face. I was just like, "What's up? Let's
Yeah,
go!"
yeah.
Right? Next play, I got decked.
yeah, okay. So you believe that the concept of karma is real?
Yeah.
So
But
like,
I think it's in
I
our
just
head.
try to stay on the good side constantly, so I never get the bad.
so you never tread. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, for
pretty
me,
safe on that part, to be honest.
so people that know me know that I can, like if we're playing sports, I tend to get very
Vocal.
chatty when we're leading a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're doing really well, then I start talking.
Narcissistic, yes.
That's not the right application, but sure.
You boost yourself.
Yeah, but
And
I
then
try to, for me, like I try to tell my teammates, hey, like we're just waxing these guys. Like it's fine to talk shit
I
now
know, but
because we're winning.
You increase the volume so that the other team hears you saying it.
So yeah. So
Like, yo, what are you doing? He's trash. Just give me the ball. Go back on. You know.
so this was the time where karma was a bitch to me. I was playing basketball. I'm just trying to remember the story. I was playing basketball and me and my team, I don't remember who my team was, but we're very confident. So the game's up to 11. We're winning 10-4. And I'm like, okay, Ali, it's time to talk your shit. So I'm like, what did I say? I was like, yo, if it was 5-on-1, so if you guys had all 5 of your players and we had one of our players, like, you guys would still not beat us because all we need is 1 point and you need 7 points.
Yeah.
So I said something like that. And then I don't know why, but I believe karma is a thing because then the next play, if you know anything about basketball, the further away you shoot, the more impressive it looks. So these guys just start shooting
Sure.
threes. It's not from half court, but it's a few steps behind the 3-point line. So it's like 10-6, 10-8, 10-10. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I was like, yo, I realized that if we don't win this game, all the eyes and all the pointing fingers are going to come to me.
Yeah.
Because we were doing just fine before I started talking. It's like, Ali, play your heart out. Play like you'll lose a family member if something happens. So I'm like playing hard, but my teammates are playing, but they're not going as hard as me.
Yeah.
They score, and you have to win by 2. The game eventually ended. It was 13-11. They won 13-11. So they scored 9 points. We scored 1.
Yeah.
And
9-0 run.
I felt like shit because I was like, man, this is a primary example of to never talk. So since that moment,
When was that moment? I want to know when you learned.
that was like a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Saturday morning basketball. It must
Okay.
have been you weren't there, but yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So
So I can expect you to just be quiet now, or what?
no, bro,
Because he brought it up. Was it
I
volleyball
can't-
that it happened?
volleyball as well. That happened.
Yeah.
That happened as
Yeah.
well. Where I was like, bro, it's just I can't help myself
All right.
sometimes.
Yeah, we came
He said
back.
something and then we got smoked. I'm like, bro.
The thing is, we tried the same amount.
Oh,
It's
wait,
like
yeah,
we tried more.
yeah.
Dude, when I say it, do you guys get pissed or
no,
like,
no,
like,
we just brush it off.
then how does everything go your way then afterwards?
Because the ball just has the intention
Bullshit. The ball has
of
it.
us not being reactive, so the ball reacted for us.
It was almost like the ball was like, oh yeah, bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the line. I'm gonna make sure everything goes against you.
Subconsciously, we're sending the vibes.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's the time. Karma is a biatch.
You ever see those videos like strongman competitions or whatever? There's one the other day I saw where it's like a grip strength test, and they're holding like this huge metal ball, and
Yeah.
like it's whoever caves first loses. And I remember like one of the guys is like he's not looking around, he's looking at the ground, and he's like slowly getting jittery, and the other guy's like looking at the opponent,
Yeah.
and it's just weird how this works. Like, no, he didn't say anything. He didn't give a look like, I'm going to beat you or whatever. He just stayed consistent and looked at him the whole time, just cold as ice. And when that guy looked over at him and realized it's cold as ice, he gave up like almost right away.
Damn.
And it's just funny how like things work out because I'm sure that guy inside was dying too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But it's
like, on the
psychological
outside.
that way.
Psychological.
Bro, the whole psychology of sports is something that maybe doesn't get talked about as much. But like, like playing a sport, going through the emotions, it's fine. And if you don't play a sport, it's hard to relate. But like the internals of what go on, like if you're playing and like you are kind of feeling yourself, like there is a sense of ego or pride when it comes to sports. And if you're too prideful and too egotistical, people can smell that. And then if anyone in sports is somewhat competitive and they have a drive, they're like, okay, this guy's talking shit. Okay. And then they take it like to gear, like they put it on full.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit. This
But
is,
if you don't get the rapport back,
Yeah.
then it looks nice.
No, but I'm saying like
Because
if you don't get the fuel to fill up your fire, that
Yeah.
your anger or whatever,
Yeah.
you kind of get like stagnant or depleted because there's no reaction from what you're doing.
Oh, that is true.
You know
And
what I mean?
honestly, that could be a way for someone to just like, if somebody talks a lot or is acting too tough in sports, a good method to block them out is just ignore them.
Yeah.
And if you ignore them and you like
Go
can
off.
Go off.
can score and like
Yeah.
and do
It'll
good,
just make him go worse.
It looks embarrassing because they're like, shit, like I'm talking smack, but it's not working on him. He's
Yeah.
still like scoring on me or whatever.
The only person I guess that doesn't work for is Ben Simmons. But yeah.
That's a prime example
Rip.
of psychology of sports and like how the
And
mind
fans destroyed.
Did you see
the mind can.
Joe Rogan basically breaking down Michael Jai White, explaining it's called telegraphing. So fighters do this sometimes where you misdirect your opponent thinking you're going to do something else.
Yeah, you throw one
Throw the guard down. Yeah.
thing and then
Exactly. So he was breaking down a video of Michael Jai White basically on a movie set showing Kimbo Slice, who also has a fighting experience,
Crazy.
what telegraphing is. And like he's like, hold out your hand and don't let me hit you. And he went really fast trying to go for it twice, and both times he missed. Kimbo moved his hand. He's like, all right, now watch the last one and watch the speed at which I do it, right? And he kind of just throws a lazy hand, like, and he got it. He got
Yeah,
his hand, right? So
yeah.
he's basically trying to tell him like that's telegraphing. Like you're basically saying I'm not taking it seriously, and then you hit it.
yeah,
at the
yeah,
end,
yeah,
right? So
yeah. Change the speed.
I don't know. The psychology of sports is crazy. That should be its own field.
That's
Except for
the psychology of sports, or
like
just like-
the mama mentality. Like
Yeah,
that should
yeah.
be studied.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
mind and And who was it that said like sports is like 70%? I don't remember the number. I'm making this up, I feel like. But sports is like 70% mentality, and then the rest of it is going through the motions and like and effort and stuff like that. Like those people like David Goggins and whatnot, bro, it doesn't seem real, the stuff they say. He's like, I
wake up at 4 in the morning.
I ran a
and do
marathon
this. Yeah.
and my shins were so effed like that I couldn't even lift my ankle, so I taped my ankle. So he'd be like in like his Navy SEAL training, they tie your hands and they tie your feet and they throw you in the deep end of a pool.
Yeah, you just bob up for air.
And then they throw something like a pair of goggles, and the pair of goggles fall to the floor. And then once you're in there, you have to go down, grab the pair of goggles with your mouth, and then somehow go back up. And he was like, some people, pass out because, they're in there too much, and then they kind of get saved. But he was like, this guy's mentality, bro, it does not make, like,
It doesn't quit. Yeah.
I don't even know to say if it doesn't make sense, but to most people, it's just like, why push yourself to that limit? But something I think to myself is like, people like David Goggins or these people who their whole content streams on being hard and like pushing past mental barriers. One day when he can't do that, what happens? Like, is that just going to be his legacy? And then he's just going to be like
It'd be more of a talk
I think
show
he's
host
done
kind
enough.
of thing.
He doesn't need to
done it
prove
for multiple
nothing to no
lifetimes.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like,
yeah. Okay, I guess so.
He can take it easy. He has.
Tell him that.
Eventually,
Tell him that.
No, I'm saying like eventually your body's gonna give out, bro. Like there's no.
Yeah.
I mean, his might give out at 90, but yeah.
Yeah, or whatever it is, but
Considered the hardest
like,
mother ever.
I wish he does like go to 90 and be able to be as physical.
It's just funny
Thing is,
because you see him
he's
going
inspiring a lot of people too.
Oh, that's good.
He how do I say this? He had like a TED Talk sort of style. So he was on stage and he told people, you could ask me any type of question you want. So this guy was like, hey, like I've been married to my wife for 15, 16 years. And she came to me recently and told me she wants to leave me and she wants to take the kids. And then David Goggins was like, hey man, that's shitty, man. But like, there's been many times in my life where like girls just have not wanted me for whatever reason. I was a fat slob or whatever. And then he says, have you been good to her? He was like, yeah, man. Like I do my best. He was like, if you've been good to her and you put your best foot forward and she still doesn't want you, fuck her, man.
Yeah,
Fuck her. Like
move on.
move the fuck on.
Yeah,
And I feel like this guy knows it, but maybe he needs to hear it from a guy like David Goggins to be like, yo, shut the F up and just move on. Ultimately, a lot of people, even in your own friend group, will sugarcoat it and be like, oh, Noor, like it's okay, bro. Like it's her loss.
Yeah.
This guy just says, bro, move on. Like who cares, right? And I guess it makes you think that you always need that one person in your life to just not fluff up the message and just fucking tell you directly
straight up.
how it is. Because if you just kind of, if you add a bunch of fluff, people might not even.
I mean,
take you
there's
seriously.
also a bad video he had too. You remember when he was talking to that comedian on Joe Rogan's podcast? It's like that fat guy who's like trying to be funny.
Oh yeah,
You ever seen that?
I've seen that. He's like a fat guy.
So funny. He's like, you like being fat? He's like, yeah, like I like it. It's like my life's great.
I get to eat whatever I want
Yeah.
anytime.
A comedian and Joe
Joe
Rogan.
And
Joe Rogan.
he just looks at him. He's just like, you think that's funny to sit there and just eat copious amounts of food and do nothing with your life? He's like, yeah, he's like, I like it. He's trying to get in his head. He's like, I like it. It's the best way to live your life.
Oh my
And he
God.
goes in. He's just like, you're not a man. He's like, you're not a real man.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, he just rips him.
Yeah, he.
Rips him.
And the other guy's laugh slowly dies out, like because Dave is not gonna blink.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, fuck.
So yeah, sometimes everybody needs that guy, but other times I don't know. I feel like if the wrong person gets in a room with him, they'll go to suicide. Like if he just, if he's that savage,
Yeah.
Live the life you want to live it, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
what to do with me.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not my job
he
to put you on make you live longer.
he's not one to be like, hey man, it's gonna be okay. Like he just
He's not
fucking
there to
says it
coddle
how
you,
it is.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I wonder what he thinks mental health is. Like I'm
Well,
sure
bring
there's
him on
people out
someday
there.
and then give him a shout.
I'd be like, yeah.
Like, ask him the
well,
question.
if anything, he'll be the biggest proponent of it. He'll be like, if you can mentally accept something, then there's no excuse. You know what I mean? Because he talks about it. He's like, the reason why I go so hard is my mentality.
Yeah,
Right?
but I'm talking more from like
A different-
therapy
Yeah,
and
I
like
know.
sitting with one and talking your problems
But
out.
I feel like his answer would be, you got to conquer your mind first, and then everything else will follow. Like as long as
Probably.
your mind is set to something,
yeah.
there's no excuse for you not achieving it. So he's like, you probably just don't have your mindset.
Don't take don't take no for an answer, achieve your goals. Like, yeah, I get it.
He's also a crazy guy. So
Question: what are you convinced people are pretending to enjoy in life?
Social media.
kale.
What?
You said kale?
Kale?
Kale or quinoa.
Kale's good.
Quinoa's fire.
Nah,
Kale is.
kale's
Alright,
a nice
hold
substitute
on,
for
hold on.
Kale's
lettuce.
an acquired-
Lettuce is
Everybody
useless.
stop. Everybody stop. You said it's fire?
Quinoa, yes.
Yeah. So
Quinoa,
I have
quinoa.
I have a bowl in front of you. One's chicken wings. One's quinoa. Which one you going for?
Wait, quinoa is not meant to be a by itself thing.
Well, sure. Let's say it has toppings. I don't know what you put on it.
Quinoa solid. Though. No,
No,
if
don't
you
compare
got-
chicken
you have
wings.
to, you have to compare it to
I don't know. You
salads.
said it's fire.
There you go.
Are
You
chicken
have to
wings
com-
not fire?
Give it
No, but
okay.
you have to compare it
Plain
to
rice
salads.
or quinoa.
Yeah.
Plain rice. All day.
I'll still go with the plain rice.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. Your mom makes rice at home.
No,
You're like, where's
she-
the quinoa?
Bro, my mom hasn't made rice in months
I
because
said if.
in our house we just eat quinoa.
Oh.
Because it's a healthier option.
It's healthy and it tastes good.
I feel like all of Iraq is ashamed.
Oh my god. Okay, like
No, a quinoa salad is good. I don't mind.
okay. So that's the only thing that you think people are pretending to enjoy? Because I think I have a few here that I wrote down.
Pretending to enjoy.
I agree with social media too.
For me, it's just like
Yeah.
okay. Oh, social media. People pretend to enjoy social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of fake ambiguity stuff
Yeah,
on
but-
there, just to get people to like each other and enjoyment.
Like if I'm on TikTok for hours a day, I like TikTok and I like to consume the content. So I'm not pretending to enjoy it. Like I genuinely
But
enjoy it.
you've
But
convinced yourself.
a lot of times you're on there just because you have nothing else
Mindlessly
to do.
scrolling?
Yeah, but
Mindlessly
haven't you
scrolling,
convinced
trying to
yourself
enjoy
that is
yourself.
enjoyment? Like
Have-
I know you. I know how adventurous you are. If it's between scrolling TikTok or going out for like let's
A
say
hike.
a hike or something like that, which one you picking?
Yeah.
So I'm convinced you're sitting there and saying like, oh, I
Habit
think I
also.
enjoy this. Yeah, it is
It's
a
a habit
habit
as well.
and also when you post something, I think people think that they get enjoyment from how many likes come up on something or how many comments or whatever
Yeah, you watch
traction
the
they can
likes,
generate.
yeah.
But in reality, I don't know. I
Isn't
feel like
that
you would
wild?
rather other things.
Some people would have a post or a picture or something, a caption, and then when they don't get enough likes in a
take it
certain
down.
period
Take
of
it
time,
down.
they'll
Yeah.
take it down. That
Yeah.
I've never ever done that, and that to me is crazy because
Screams daddy issues, I think.
bro, it screams a lot of issues,
A lot
not
of
just daddy
issues,
issues.
yeah.
Like to have to
Acceptance,
predicate it.
self-consciousness and
Yeah,
stuff,
bro. To
yeah.
be like, oh, it's only got 7 likes.
You built your whole personality around the perspective of others have of you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
have to be
wild.
You
validated.
don't get enough
You have to
Yeah.
be validated.
Anybody who lives their life
But, like,
based
you
on
need-
how other
Yeah.
people
But
live.
enough validation.
That's the world we're living in now. Is that validation is not
How much is too much
it's-
validation?
sorry,
How
it's-
much is enough?
Validation is required, not earned. That makes sense. Or it's wanted,
It's
not earned.
expected, yeah.
Expected and not earned.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I have
expected.
to think
and
about
not
that one,
earned,
but yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have to think about it. Okay, so
Well, how
so-
about you? You didn't answer.
Oh, so people are pretending to enjoy? Well, I have a few. Fries, basic ass fries.
Pretend to enjoy.
Who likes Noor?
Like
Nobody
fries-
gets a main of fries. It's always a side to something, to a burger or whatever. People always enjoy the burger,
Doesn't mean it's
enjoy
bad.
the
This is-
thing,
yeah.
and fries are just the. Listen,
I love fries.
the day I found out something called sweet potato exists,
Okay.
I've never turned back to regular fries. And to anyone that does regular fries, I don't get you because sweet potato fries is where life is at.
I bet hell for him is just fries.
No,
with
come
snow
on,
top.
dog.
I bet it's just
Have you
hell
tried
for
sweet
you.
potato fries?
Yes.
Yeah, I've
Yes.
tried it.
It's the
It's not
A&W
fire.
go-to.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
not fire. How can you try
That's right.
regular
I'm
fries
sorry,
knowing the
it
sweet
doesn't
potato
matter,
fries
though.
exist?
It doesn't. It's different enjoyments.
Yeah, it's not like I'm pretending to enjoy regular fries. No, I like regular fries.
Do you like a beef burger?
Okay, if you're gonna boil this down to, oh, I'm a different person, therefore I have
I'm
different
saying,
likes,
I'm
of
saying,
course.
I'm saying, do you enjoy the chicken burger as much as the beef burger?
It's just enjoyment either way. Depends on your mood.
I wrote that saying, I wrote that
You
trying
wrote
to
that
stand
down?
up for sweet potato fries because
Oh, okay.
those
I feel
those
like he's
guys
just-
don't get enough love.
He just
all right,
he wants
those
validation.
guys need love. Sweet potato fries, I got
we'll
you. dog.
validate. We'll validate.
I got
yes.
you.
Sweet potato fries are good.
No,
But
they,
the enjoyment of having just regular fries with ketchup with like a burger,
Too basic.
it's such an American meal or North American
F
meal.
that.
Yeah.
that is just
I'm so over it.
fire.
I don't know.
It's so
I'm 30
fire.
and over it.
Costco,
so fire.
so fire.
I'm 30 and over it. I'll tell
Maybe
you
some
that.
add some gravy and add some gravy and curds.
You think I'm joking, but if you watch me,
Oh no, I have
French
no.
fries are so
the
universal.
next time you
believe
catch
you.
me, watch have French fries. Point me out. Be like, Ali,
No.
I'm
remember on the
taking them
podcast?
from you. You're not taking them. You're not eating them.
Bet.
No, I believe you.
But-
I believe you're odd. It's fine.
I'm proud. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna keep going. You're like, I believe you're
I
odd.
was, but then I was like, what's the point?
Okay, when your friend tells you, bro, I found this song, you gotta listen to it. It's amazing or whatever like that. And then
You have to pretend to enjoy it.
and the thing about it that's so funny is they never allow you to be like, oh, show me later. You gotta listen to it right now and tell me what you think right now. And a lot of times it's like, okay, this song's not gonna change my life, you know what I mean? But they're like, yeah, what do you think?
Yeah.
You're like,
So
that's the
all
thing.
those times I sent you a track, just fake or what?
no, what is that?
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it depends. It depends.
That's
Like,
just send it and be like, yo, let me know what you think. And then you ask him, keep on asking until he listens to it.
how many times would you send something and be like, yo, what'd you in our own podcast group, bro? It's like, yo, what'd you think? I didn't watch it. And it's
Fine though. The expectation is you got busy. You know what
imagine
I mean?
it.
Yeah.
But the expectation must be so low for us where it's like, oh, you didn't watch
don't-
it?
yeah.
I'm
You know
not
what?
surprised.
You know what?
Yeah,
Mine
I don't
is-
care
no,
for
no,
it
no,
that
no.
much. You know?
Mine is low. My expectation of you guys to view it is low, and I know why.
Because you're the biggest
Yeah,
contributor.
I know why.
Because
I
it's
feel
quantity
bad.
over quality, you know?
You see, it's just like, why some stuff you send make no sense. Like it's like,
Which
oh, you
one?
shared an article about.
Oh, there was a few actually. I was gonna
Now, an hour in, we're almost about to
Yeah.
wrap up.
go ahead. No, finish your thought.
I don't remember what it was, but there'll be some articles about stuff that are like comedic, but you can't really like elaborate on. It's like, okay, cool story, but I'm not gonna bring this up on the podcast. Like, it's okay, it's a funny story.
Oh,
but
no, I don't
everyone's-
see it that way. I just, I don't know. Because there's so many. I'm like, so
I
here's the
told
thing.
you before, it's my archive.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Keep them coming, 'cause it's nice to
I've
browse.
told him before. I don't like the messaging on Instagram. Like
Oh, you
the
told me
messaging app on Instagram compared to TikTok.
Yo,
where
Instagram,
if-
pick this up, please, man.
If
Like,
you
my
were to
boy
send
Noor's-
all yours on TikTok, I can just go into
Yeah.
our
And
group
just-
or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
swipe
press
through
on the
them one at a
first one
time.
and just swipe through them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where on Instagram, I've got to swipe, look, swipe off, scroll,
Yeah,
press, look,
Yeah,
swipe.
yeah.
Like, bro, like 4 or 5 fucking gestures. I'm
just-
not going to
I'm
do that
just-
for 20 of them. Like,
Facts.
there's not
Facts.
happening.
No, he's right.
But
he's
the
right.
solution he came up with is, I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it. Yeah,
But I'll watch like if I'm on the app. I'll
I'm
open
like
it up.
Whatever's
The first
recent?
two-
Yeah.
The first two that I see, I'll watch them.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna Scroll up.
I wonder
Unless it's
how
one
much
you want me to
content.
emphasize on.
How much content have we shared that has just gone by the wayside?
Oh,
Oh, if
and
they
lots.
release that stat, you know,
Just
they
like-
release a stat saying, "Oh, that your friend didn't view this
Didn't
many
view
of
this
the
many?
ones he sent."
He
It's a lot.
didn't view 25 videos,
think-
1,600 pictures.
I think friendships would die over that.
you think so?
Yeah, because sometimes people just laugh, right? Or they're
Yeah.
like, haha, and then
Oh,
open
that's
it.
so
Sorry, I'll
true.
just double tap.
Yeah.
double
Yeah,
tap.
yeah. No, that's what.
Like,
true.
yo, the headline sounds great.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah,
I have nothing
exactly.
to say to this double tap.
Exactly.
A few more here. So when you bump into that acquaintance that you met maybe in high school or that you worked with one time, and then they're like, "Hey man, like how's it going?" And they just start telling you about their life, and they're like, "Yo, we should definitely keep in touch. What's your number?" You're gonna be like, "Yeah, sure." I mean, obviously in the moment, you say, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Either you write their number down, never text them, you never. It's a very empty interaction because you know damn well I'm not gonna be like, this is not the start of a new friendship. This is.
Yeah.
This is just the empty.
Gesture wasting each
Yeah.
other's time. It could be, but who knows?
Who knows?
You
Maybe
gotta be a bit more
I wanna see
optimistic.
watch to anyone that sees me.
sees you.
Hey man, I heard what you said on the podcast. So I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
ask how your life is.
Yeah, fuck.
Ouch.
They're scrolling right now,
Jesus.
going delete contact.
Yeah.
I thought this was real.
Unfollow.
Tell me that doesn't
unfollow.
get annoying once in every now and then to. Hey man, how's it going? But like, you have to put in effort.
I'm not out as much bumping into people that I used
Okay.
to see as much, so I don't know. Like, but it's nice to see here and there. But not.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just
not
super
to-
popular, bro.
This
I don't know.
reminds
No,
me.
I'm joking.
Wow. This reminds me of something I just saw recently, and like it's kind of a sad statement on who we are. And they were saying, I forgot who the gentleman was, but he was saying something like, "You ever notice that when people interact, whether you're getting to know someone or reconnecting with an old friend, like you said, it's always, hey man, what do you do for work now? Or tell me about yourself. And it's just like, yeah, I work in, or I do this for my
Yeah.
job. Everyone defaults to what they work as. And I get why. It's just a sad statement that we all identify ourselves
Identify
as
with
workers
work.
and what we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because it's hard for people to tell them like, hey, what are you? What do you do?
Yeah, but your whole
Yeah.
identity is your workplace that doesn't give a two shits about you.
Yeah, that's true. What are you and
Because
what you do?
that's like what? That's like more than 50% of your life is spending your life working.
I know, but like this is
So
this
If
is
you really
awesome.
want to be like an existentialist, like you can ask yourself, okay, I'm Ali, but okay, like if you remove my label as my name, like who really am
Yeah,
I? And then you start
exactly.
going in your
Yeah.
mind, you're like,
And you're also off company time. So you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
when you can talk about you, but
facts.
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then you realize you is just you at work.
yeah.
that,
you
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are your elevator bitch.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
when your identity is intertwined with your work, I feel like
It's
that's not healthy. That
yeah.
can't be
It's
healthy.
also because like we've done so many for me anyway. I've done so many interviews or practice for interviews or done like mock interviews all my life where it's like if that question gets asked, I default to
default.
interview
Yeah.
mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
So it's
are
like
being
interviewee.
interviewed, right? Like, oh, what's going
Yeah.
on with you these days? That's
Yeah.
kind of like you know, you're
You
being
know, where it's
questioned.
like a just generic. This is my life. This is how
That's
I
so
am.
true.
Blah blah.
How many people when you're like, hey,
These are my
how you
interest
been?
facts about me. I
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
we should normalize this. We should be the first ones to set it. Hey man, Waheed,
Yeah.
play video games on my
Noor.
off time.
Yeah. Like you focus on the thing you do outside of work.
I run on I run on a treadmill at home.
I lead my league in missed layups. Like,
Yeah. That's the inside joke. You have to be there to understand.
yeah, but think about it. Like, hey, part-time podcaster. Like,
No, that's so true. No. Yo, let's try to normalize that.
Yeah.
2024 to not if somebody asks you, hey, look, what do you do in life? Or hey, like, what's up?
What's
How you
up?
been?
Tell
How
me
you been the
about
past few
yourself,
years?
yeah.
Tell me about yourself. Is to not default to, oh well, like I'm working for this company. It's almost like you're giving a free. It's like you're being an advocate for the job you work for, even
Yeah.
though they're not paying you on the clock to say this, but you're saying
Marketing.
it anyways because you don't know what else to say.
But because you build your brand essentially. And what is your brand? Your brand half your brand is working at this place.
you know what else?
So-
I guess you spend a lot of your
a lot
life.
of time. And
Yeah,
then
I understand.
half the other day of you coming out of work is downtime to get ready for work.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
I
like
see.
your off time is eating, watching a movie, like
Yeah.
throughout the week.
And if you have a partner like spending time
Yeah.
with that, it's like,
Like,
yeah.
it's like-
You know what else that says about us though is kind of says like we expect that answer, even though like we're saying
Yeah.
we're gonna normalize it. We kind of expect if I ask you, hey,
Yeah.
how's life, or tell me about yourself, we
Yeah.
expect the answer of what do you do for work.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like sad that low key we're all doing that to judge the job? Like the whole reason why we ask that question or why we get that response is because we want to know what you do for a living. Why would we want to know that if we're not judging our limited interaction of what you do for a
to do.
living?
I think it's more like I want this. I bumped into you. I want this conversation to end. So I'm going to ask you this courteous question. You're going to give me a 30-second spiel. We're going to call it a day. We're going to move on.
You
with
want the
our
co-
lives.
That or so like that's one point. Or maybe I want to see, is this worth
reconnecting
no or
Like
not even
reconnecting?
like if he's a
or
stranger.
exploring?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
like
yeah.
if he's a stranger, like is this
Somebody I align with? Like,
yeah, like okay,
So Ali's gonna be like, "What do you do for a living?" I do this. Doesn't interest me. Bye.
not as direct, but a little bit because
Oh,
like
cool.
if we
You're a
don't say it out loud,
janitor.
yeah,
I've
You know-
cleaned before.
yeah, like if you don't say it out loud, you're still thinking this subconsciously. Maybe some people don't want to admit it, but yeah, like what you do, unfortunately, does have a strong impact. What car you drive has a
Yeah.
very strong.
Yeah.
thing,
And that's
that-
why we stay with our friend groups,
Oh,
or
that's
close
another
knitted
thing, bro.
friends.
That's another thing.
Because I'm not trying
As you
to
get older,
to show people what car I drive right now.
as you get older,
It's not impressive.
tell me this: it's so hard to make new friends. I find nowadays because everyone feels so comfortable in their circle of friends that they've known for a while. It's hard to branch out and make a brand new set of friends,
no comment to you guys, but I find myself wanting to do that more and more now.
There's nothing.
Yeah,
No,
you can go ahead. It's up to you, bro.
here's the thing. You can do that, but don't leave.
Good riddance.
Like, don't leave us behind.
No, but
make
good
more
riddance.
hold on,
like
hold on. As you get
addition.
older, like when you meet people for the first time, let's say at a convention, or let's say you go out to dinner with friends and you happen to bump into your partner's friends, right? My default is now like, okay, I have free time. I'm gonna actually try to get to know you people. Right? Whereas before, I'm like,
It wasn't like that before.
I don't care. I don't care. I was never gonna care. I don't care who you are. Just say hi and bye.
So that comes with age.
I
sounds
I
like
don't
that's what
know.
you're
I
saying.
think it's just a personal thing. I
yeah.
don't know if that comes with age.
No,
You find yourself
because
less
of
and
age.
less?
For me, I'm the latter. I don't care who you are. I have my life. I have my friends.
Whereas
If you
before,
don't, if we don't,
You don't
if
find
you
yourself
don't bring any, I guess this is a bad way of saying this, but
No,
if
no,
you don't
no.
bring any,
thing to the table.
yeah, like if you're not gonna
there's nothing wrong with that.
open doors and essentially where we can improve my
It's a
lifestyle,
pointless friendship.
like why would I need to
I'll rephrase it. So what I meant by
continue
that,
this conversation or getting to know these
At the end of the day, bro, we're all selfish human beings. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
At the end of the, like it's, bro. The only people who are selfless are like monks and like sheikhs and
Yeah.
like
don't know.
prophets and stuff like that.
some of the sheikhs also got Bugattis now too, bro. So- but no, I'll rephrase. What I meant was like, if let's say I'm at a barbershop, which I was recently, I find
By the way,
myself.
nice haircut, bro.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks. I wasn't.
It took an hour for me to say it, but yeah.
Anyways, so when I'm there in that setting, though, I find myself more and more like, "Hey, man, like, how's it going?" Not to the guy, but to the guy sitting beside me. Like, I don't know. I'm just,
We just do that for
Yeah.
small talk, though.
yeah, I'm bored. I find myself more,
Outgoing.
yeah, I guess in a way, I want to initiate more small talk because like I'm tired of being on my phone. You know what I mean? Like, or if I'm out somewhere at dinner, I'd rather talk to somebody now.
You know what's
than
funny?
scroll.
20
yeah,
years ago,
that's fair, but
Not that
but
much,
but-
slightly.
yeah,
Everybody, if I'm on my phone, leave me
Yeah.
alone.
but I thought you were more on the lines where it's like, okay, we spoke. Oh, let's say we bumped into each other at a barbershop or at a restaurant, whatever, and then exchange contact and then follow up because you want to get to know.
No.
You want to broaden your circle, so you're gonna follow up with all these new people and create a newer group or newer.
In that sense, I
sense.
default to what you said. If we have things in common or something, I could possibly, I use is the wrong word, but mutually beneficial to both of us.
yeah.
I'll follow up.
here's the thing.
But that's
Yeah, go
picking friends anyway. Like I'm not
Yeah.
going to be friends with somebody. Like,
Like
nah, I
you're-
hate that.
Yeah,
No, you're
like I'm
vegan.
gonna be very picky to if I were to open up the circle, like wow, like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has
If
to
there's
bring
too
in the-
many red flags, though, I won't do
Yeah.
it. Like pineapple on pizza, you know?
Oh my god, that's the second time. Why do you not like pineapple on pizza,
I don't know.
It's amazing.
It wasn't what God intended.
bro? That's so cap. I know I'm not the only one that likes it.
No, I know you're
You
not.
don't mind it?
Oh,
So
no, I like it.
your
nice.
people slowly came out of the shadows.
My
and it's
people,
become
the same people that bite. Oh, by the way,
Spoons, yeah.
I did I caught myself doing this one time.
What?
It's you.
A few days ago. No, even
No
though
wonder he's dressed like Dahmer.
even though I said I didn't do this, and I still stand by that. Soup, hot, like fresh soup. I was so hungry, so I'm not stupid enough. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you have to watch the previous episode, or I'll put something here. But I bite into the spoon ever so slightly just to get the taste of the soup because I'm so eager to eat it.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid enough to be like, oh, it's burning hot. And then burn my tongue. So I caught myself, and I just want to tell you guys that I did it one time.
Damn, how'd it feel? Feel disgusted?
No, because I still
You should.
I got to taste it. Like for example, like if you got fresh soup, I got fresh soup. It's
Yeah.
hot. It's hot. I'm gonna taste it before you, in this particular instance, because I would have just been like,
Congrats, weirdo. I don't
I
care.
tasted it. So you'd rather wait
take
the
my
10
time.
minutes, right?
Who said 10 minutes?
No.
How long is it?
I
Or
will,
just-
I'll no.
Yeah.
It's a
You're gonna
it's
burn
a sip.
your.
It's a sip with the spoon over here.
It just came out of the thing.
So what?
Yeah,
it's
it's
right here,
fine.
bro. Why does
Wow.
this?
Yo, hold on.
the-
You're
the
waiting 10
spoon-
minutes?
The spoon is waiting.
Or just
outside.
blow on it for 10. I
Yeah.
don't know, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a.
I'm just so eager.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't. I caught myself. I was like, oh my god, I just did this.
And you just morphed into Dahmer because of that.
Hence the glasses.
Do it once.
No, I'm not doing that, bro. That's hella weird. I think on that note, the last thing about what do you convince people are pretending to enjoy? This one was someone online. I want to see what people had to say about this. One person said LinkedIn, and it was a top voted comment.
that people pretend to enjoy it.
Oh, to
Yeah.
enjoy.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I don't
facts.
enjoy it. Nobody should
Facts.
enjoy that.
Someone on Reddit was like, "It's like an office party you don't want to attend but need to so you can network." I was like, honestly,
So true.
You know, I was reading an article the other day. I don't know how many people they interviewed or surveyed for it, but they were saying that Gen Z is starting to use LinkedIn as a dating site. And I remember thinking about this. I was just like, huh, that's weird. And then I remember thinking, your career is listed on there. What better way to filter your financial needs than
Yeah.
through LinkedIn? LinkedIn, Glassdoor, date.
Yeah.
bro, when I was unemployed, that was a platform that people were pushing heavily on me, and I took a workshop that was trying to advocate, hey, LinkedIn is the way to
But not for that purpose.
to
No,
get
to work.
Yeah.
To find jobs.
for an opportunity for employment.
Yeah.
And it helped, but I don't know. I haven't touched on it.
I haven't touched
No,
mine
no.
in a while,
LinkedIn, you
too.
have to be incredibly active, or
Yeah.
proactive, as in the companies you want to work for like their things, comment on it. Apparently, they watch for that. So
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the value of of a platform like that has gone down only because now people will just look at your Twitter or TikTok or Facebook just to see, oh, like, is this guy putting on a good face for us, but then is partying every weekend and like
here's its purpose.
what is
So-
he doing outside of work?
Yeah, but the purpose is this: it's always easier to get a job if you know somebody who works there.
Facts.
LinkedIn was meant to network with people who you might not bump into, might not meet at a convention or whatever, and meet them online. Explain, do your elevator pitch. Who are you? Why did you
So
want to
that's a
connect
thing,
with them?
right? Like
It
the
is
whole
a thing.
the whole elevator pitch
Yeah.
is a legit thing.
Yeah, but
like
the best
30
way to-
seconds.
Yeah.
Best way to do it on LinkedIn is to the job you want, find out who's the hiring manager or the HR staff. Follow them on LinkedIn, pray they accept, and if they do, start a conversation. Who are you? Just a quick elevator pitch. Do you have some time? I'd love to talk to you about this opportunity I saw at your company.
That's what they were teaching me.
Yeah, and I followed this. I have been watching you guys' content. It's meant to replace human interaction with an
Yeah.
online one because even they're busy. They're not
Yeah,
gonna have a
the-
chance to go to
of
all these
course.
conventions and be
Yeah.
like, hey, like the booths, you know what I mean?
It is a lot.
Yeah, that's its purpose. It's not meant for like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, on that note, here's a hot. I don't know if it's a hot take, but probably in the next 10 years, I feel like LinkedIn might cease to exist.
No,
just because
they'll just get bought.
no?
They'll get bought
They'll
by
always
Meta
be
or
there?
something, and then be repurposed like that.
Well, the value of X has severely plummeted. Since Musk took that over, and people are not happy with where the direction it's going.
Yeah,
With
but that's if X or Twitter was the way it was kept the way it was, it would still be the same.
It was a failed
Platform. So
business.
So just as many issues now. Again, like I don't really know
I don't
all
know.
the
I don't
in-depth
use
of
the
it.
platform, so I
but
don't
from
know.
what he claimed, it was a failed business model to begin with. So who knows
Yeah.
if it? I don't know.
He just took it on
Well,
a bad
public
turn.
perception is like,
Yeah.
dude, like everything that Musk is touching, other than SpaceX and Tesla, has been.
Yeah, I wanted.
Sorry, I was just gonna say there was, the states got that like random burst of cold weather.
Oh.
Do you see the Teslas in Chicago?
I heard about this.
So
I heard
like,
about this.
all these Teslas just stopped charging, wouldn't turn on, wouldn't work, and then everyone's like reaching out to Tesla support, and they were not like non-responsive. This is a bad look
This is
for
a very
Tesla.
bad
Yeah.
look.
Yeah,
Because in places like
bro,
here,
it's bad.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a rough situation if you have
In
something
places
that
like
runs
California,
on. Yeah,
you're kind of chilling because
of
like,
course you're
places
chilling.
like LA and
Just
whatnot.
been in a drought for 30 years, but yeah.
No, but like I'm saying that like the concerns are not as apparent there, but in colder climates like here, which like a lot of people know that I would love a Tesla, but I also think about it, and with our climate 7 months out of the year being so cold, maybe it's not beneficial or it's
This
not
year was
conducive to.
If
Sorry?
it can stay like this year was good.
Yeah,
yeah. This year was okay so far. So far,
We're
picked up.
we're almost at February and we're
Yeah.
just getting cold now. I'd say it's a victory,
bro.
guys.
Stop. Knock on wood.
It's no wood. Is it?
Don't-
Listen,
don't-
I
don't.
don't like
Yeah, I'll
to
do
wake
it.
up
I'll
and
do it for you, I'll
see.
do it.
Their karma's about to hit hard.
Watch tomorrow. I'm gonna text
Negative
you. Thank you,
50.
Waheed. It's minus 25, and there's a. I can't walk outside.
That's what happened in Alberta, bro. Alberta was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
didn't even know
it
that.
was like minus 40,
So
minus 45.
Same thing in the States in the NFL game. They had an outdoor game in Kansas against Miami.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it reached minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit. That's freaking cold. 15 people in the crowd were
Died.
admitted.
No, I'm joking. Sorry.
They were admitted for hypothermia and frostbite. Some of them.
Yeah. Listen, to people that watch or listen to this, I am positive that if you guys are in the cold for as long as we're in the cold here in Ottawa or Canada, then you understand our struggles. But if you're in a warm climate, be thankful. Be thankful because like you're not having to wake up super early and have to turn on your car. Now, if you have a
These
remote
are
starter,
all first world problems.
Yeah.
oh man, yeah, okay,
Be thankful that your car won't. That your car
there's so many
turns on.
things.
Turns on.
yeah. I think for time's sake, we'll just end it right here because a lot of stuff we can.
Yeah.
can
I
still
have
go
it the
into.
worst. My car doesn't turn on sometimes.
No, yeah. Anyways, take care, guys,
See ya.
for watching another
And remember,
episode of MentALIty
eat
podcast.
snow.
Oh yeah, the snow.